Darling, I want to share with you the top 3 reasons why your woman doesn't want to be intimate with you, but not just why. And these are reasons that she's not telling you. She's not telling you the truth. And if she were to tell you the truth, she would say it in such a way that you would feel like she's attacking you. She would probably make you feel like a piece of shit. And that's not what you need. But what you do need to know is how you can change that, what you can actually do so that your woman gets turned on by you again. And it's not just married couples. Sometimes even in relationships, women start to go dry and resistant towards their man when it comes to bedroom time and intimacy. So I'm Arica Angelo. I've been giving advice like this for 16 years. So know when you come to my channel, my darling, that you are supported, that you're loved, and that this is a place that you are welcomed. All of your beautiful masculinity and sexuality is so welcomed here. So make sure also that you subscribe and like this video to teach the algorithm on YouTube that, hey, I want more videos from this woman. She tells it like it is, and I believe that she actually cares. So I'll get really honest with you. One of the reasons that a woman will stop having sex with her man is because she's lost all respect for him. When we start losing respect for you, we start losing our attraction. And when we're not attracted to you anymore, we don't want to have sex with you. So when she starts seeing you as just the guy who is her roommate, just the guy who pays the bills, just the guy that you are just doing life with, but she doesn't respect you, and I could go on to a lot of details, and maybe I will in the future. Just let me know in the comment section why a woman starts losing respect for her man. But when she starts losing respect for you, she doesn't even realize what's happening, but subconsciously her vagina starts going closed for business towards you. And most of the time, women don't want this because women remember what it feels like to be pleasured. They see a beautiful man, they see a hot guy, they watch Magic Mike. They remember what that feels like, but they don't associate you with Magic Mike. Why? Because they don't respect you. So maybe you've had some poor boundaries. Maybe you've let her talk down to you. Maybe you haven't been a man of your word. Maybe she's quit trusting your character because you've become flaky or you're not following through on promises. When you start losing respect, this is a very dangerous thing to do. And what you'll have to do is just start seducing her all over again, just like you did when you got her. Those things that you used to do at the beginning of the relationship, that means you've got to brush the dust off of your seduction skills and get back to seducing your woman. If you want her to have sex with you, if you want her to experience pleasure from you, then you're gonna have to seduce her all over again. And I've got my seduction guide that walks you through how to seduce your woman. So make sure that you check that out. It's in the comment section. It's in the description. So yeah, when we lose respect for you, the sex drive just goes out the window. I personally used to be married, and at first I was very excited about the sex, but then there was some abuse in the relationship, and there was some disrespect, and the person that at the time I was married to was very childish and immature at that time, as we both were, but childish and immature, and wasn't really much of a provider. And so what that made me do was feel very afraid of that person. And so when that happens, or when that happened to me, I didn't want to be intimate with my then partner. In fact, I went and saw lots of doctors going, what's wrong with me? And I know what I know now, but I'll never forget when the gynecologist said, have you been abused before? And at that time, I didn't associate physical abuse with actual abuse that would turn me off sexually. So when a woman starts disrespecting you or she doesn't trust you, it's a real psychological thing. That's why it's so important to be a man of your word, a man who takes care of his woman. Because when you take care of her, she's gonna wanna give back to you. So make sure though that there is respect there, that she can trust your word, she can count on you as a man, that you follow through on things, and that you don't let her push you around. That is really effing important. But the respect has to be there. So if she's not respecting you and it's been a while, then you're gonna have to start seducing her all over again. And this can be done, believe it or not. Sorry guys, I just saw that there are pink skies. I'm in Bali right now, and I just saw that there are beautiful pink skies. I haven't seen a sunset in a while because it's been raining a lot here. The second reason why a woman stops having sex with you is she forgets about her own sexuality. And women can be really guilty of this when they start putting children, responsibilities, all of those other things above their sexuality. It goes out the window. And I would always encourage you to buy your woman toys. Why? Because it's giving her that privacy in her own home and in her own bed. Take the kids out for dinner, leave, and just be like, no. I want you to get back to your sexual pleasure. This is important for you. You need this. And there are so many clinical reasons of what a healthy sex life can do for a person's mental health and their well-being. But when a woman is not in her sexuality, she can get tons of anxiety. She starts getting depressed. It's called anhedonia. When that happens to her, then it causes real physical ramifications. It's actually better for her to be in her sexuality so that she can be a healthy and vital woman. But when she has become detached from her sexuality, as a lot of women do because they prioritize responsibilities and they put themselves last, therefore their sexuality goes out the window, and then you have a loveless relationship, which is not cool either. I do believe that when women start withholding sex from their men, I do believe that this is a form of abuse. I wholeheartedly believe that when a woman does not give her man sex, I do believe that it is a form of abuse. Just like if a man stopped providing for his family, I think that that is a form of abuse as well. You made a commitment to each other. If you're not following through, that's a problem. So I would encourage you, if she's become detached from her sexuality, Google, I should start including toys in my description from Amazon so you guys know where to get them, but I think I may actually have one in my Amazon link. Get her a toy and help her get back to her sexuality, and ask her curious questions. Don't start touching her. Just ask her, be like, what was that experience like? How many times did you come? Was it desirable? How did it feel to be able to orgasm again? What was that like to have that experience again? And don't touch her. And what you want to do is get her back into her body. So first thing, she stops respecting you. Second thing is she's detached from her own sexuality. And here's the third thing why a lot of women stop having sex with men. And I think this one's a no-brainer, but you know what the saying is, and I'm gonna start saying this a lot. Common sense without common doing doesn't get you results. When you stop romancing your woman and you're like, damn, I knew she was gonna say that. When you start treating your wife like a piece of meat, I heard one woman say, my husband treats me like a whole. When you start treating a woman that way and you're not romancing her and you just think of her as some dog that you can just get on and hump and then walk off, and you're not romancing your woman, you're not taking her out on dates, you're not touching her, you're not telling her how beautiful she is, you're cut off from your own heart and your own emotions, because a man innately wants to be good to his woman. So that screams a huge disconnect from yourself and your own heart and your own emotions, and you're no longer the master of the bedroom or of yourself. So I have my Mastering Intimacy. If you want to get back to being that Casanova that you are, get that Mastering Intimacy, where I teach you the whole playbook of how to be that ultimate lover for her. When you're the ultimate lover for your woman, she's going to want to make love to you. Why? Because she's wired for pleasure. You don't think she's wired for pleasure? Watch how much chocolate she eats. We're all wired for pleasure. But when you're not romancing your woman, not taking her out on dates, not telling her how beautiful she is, not sending her flirty text messages throughout the day, not touching her hair, just coming and kissing on her neck and then walking away and teasing her sexually. If you're not doing all those things, then trust me, she's not going to want to have sex with you. But you have the power to bring the romance in your life again. Trust me when I say you are not powerless in this situation. I don't care how long it's it's been since you guys have been intimate with one another. You have the tools, you have the resources to do this, but it's going to require you to put it to practice and to be freaking consistent. This is not a one done thing where I tried it once and it didn't work. You're a man, you're not a child. Follow through and be consistent. If your love life is that important to you, and if you want to be restored as a man who is a sexual man who enjoys desire with his woman on the daily, and we know what that does for men's confidence when they're being made love to often by their woman. If you want to be that man, then start putting these resources, take my work, take these videos, start putting it into place. Get that seduction guide, get mastering intimacy, but get to work. Why? Because you deserve to live a vital, fulfilling life. You're not supposed to go through life in the gray zone. Your life is supposed to be vibrant and it's supposed to be colorful. Now get to work and get your life back to that fulfilling state. Now listen, I have a whole list of videos here, so I want you to watch those. I want you to start brushing up on your skills of seduction and get your wife back in the bedroom making love to her. I gotta go see this sunset. I'll take care. You take care. I love you. Bye.